This video is brought to you by
Cool Grain Clothing. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Come on down, shop with us at 215 West Saratoga Street. And if you can't come and shop with us in person, go online right now at coolgrainclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. Family. At one point in time, there used to be a strong word. People took pride in their family structure, had genuine love for each other, as most felt like this is all I have. As far as the people we call family, it will never be perfect relationships because things happen, people clash for different reasons, and problems do occur. While some are good at keeping their beefs in-house, unless you are blood related, you will never know what's going on. Some end up shying away from those family values and either gravitate more to outsiders or just cut their ties with their loved ones altogether. I'm sure we all know people like that. You might be like, Dad, that's your brother or sister, and you don't talk to them at all, but most of the time when you hear the reason why, it makes sense. Nowadays, a lot of families have things going on and carry with each other the way you would think outsiders would. Betrayal, lies, revenge, hate, to the point over time, people started feeling like blood is not always thicker than water, especially when your outside bonds with friends and others seem stronger and more solid than your bond with your own family. It also depends on the way you were raised as well and where you come from. Some people come from good homes, good families with a lot of structure. Grandparents been together since they were younger. Mother and father are high school sweethearts and teach their children, no matter what, y'all look out for each other and never ever let anything come between y'all relationship. But that's not always the case. You have siblings that grow up in different homes, or even if they do grow up in the same house, they are just two different people with different ways of thinking. We never think a person we call family will put us in harm's way, but unfortunately, the ones we love hurt us the most. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing the case of an altercation between family on the Baltimore block that came to a fatal end. Back in 2018, a young woman, who we will call Erica for the sake of the story, was navigating life in Baltimore. Erica had a lot to look forward to. She had one child already and was pregnant with her second, both by her baby's father, at the time 27-year-old DeAndre Brown. The couple would often be at DeAndre's mother's house in West Baltimore on Bryant Avenue, not too far from Montgomery Mall. Both coming from big families, Erica's and DeAndre's bond also became stronger because their families connected. She looked at his mother as her own and his brothers and sisters as her own siblings, and he did as well, including her brother, at the time 26-year-old Aaron Osby. The two men looked at each other as brothers, especially since DeAndre already had one baby with Aaron's sister and one on the way. Plus they ran in the same circle around that way. Aaron wasn't a saint. He had a few run-ins with police for trapping in the same area, being that that block was a hot spot in the city. Most people knew him, but he was trying to shake back. All seemed well with the two families being connected until the afternoon of April 2nd, 2018. It was a typical day on the block. Erica and DeAndre was out front of his mother's house just cooling. His brothers was out there and his sister and her boyfriend. Aaron pulled up in a van. Inside with him was a young lady who we will call Ashley. As everybody was cooling, chopping it up, somewhere in the mix, Ashley and Erica would get into an argument. It got heated to the point her brother Aaron tried to intervene. He felt it was his responsibility since Ashley came with him. As he got in between, it started another confrontation between the two siblings, leaving them going back and forth. When Aaron got aggressive with his sister and yoked her up by her neck, DeAndre, seeing what was going on and it was getting physical, and being that Erica was pregnant with his child, jumped in and him and Aaron would start fighting. As people on the block yelled for the men to stop, stating, "Y'all are like family. Y'all need to chill out." The fight soon was broken up. Then Aaron, with a sneaky look on his face, said, "Alright," grabbed his sister, kissed her on the cheek, said, "I love you and I will be back," telling Ashley to come on, and they pulled off. DeAndre and Erica stayed out front of his mother's house, thinking her brother was just mad and he would cool down and things would be back to normal. Not too long after, a call came through. It was Ashley. She was with another girl, still mad and trying to fight Erica. As they let her know it wasn't going to be none of that, the car drove off. But minutes later, the van Aaron was driving pulled back up, and soon after, shots went off. DeAndre, having a gun on him, also shot back, and now it was a full-fledged shootout on the block. When the van pulled off and the smoke cleared, two people were hit: Erica's other brother and DeAndre. His brother rushed him to a local hospital, but unfortunately, DeAndre wouldn't survive his injuries. Now a double shooting with a homicide, police wanted answers and spoke to the family. DeAndre's sister and her boyfriend, who were outside at the time, went down to the station for an interview. She stated Aaron was like her brother, but this day he started geeking after his sister started going back and forth with his homegirl. She claimed the woman were about to fight, but being that Erica was pregnant, everybody told her to chill out. With emotions being high, Aaron grabbed his sister, causing DeAndre to grow concerned. He was being too aggressive and she was carrying his child. She claimed he left, and Ashley did too, but he did state he would be back. She said Ashley pulled back up trying to fight, but everybody just brushed her off. And about 15 minutes later, she stated the van pulled back up, 3 men hopped out, and she claimed one of them was Aaron, and over 30 shots went off. As DeAndre shot back, protecting his family and mother's house, he was hit but shot Erica's other brother. As the family and Erica were left to grieve the loss of DeAndre, a warrant was put out for Aaron. About 2 weeks would go by before he was arrested. He was taken into custody, charged with first-degree hit, conspiracy to commit a hit, transporting a firearm, and commission of a violent crime, and other charges. As the case started making its way to trial, there was plenty of witnesses, since the block was crowded that day, including DeAndre's sister, who gave her accounts of what happened. Also his mother, who stated Aaron was like another son of her, and she couldn't believe it went down like that. Another man from around their way, who was also a key witness, told police at first he saw Aaron before the shooting, and that he had a gun with him with a drum on it, with 2 men with him with bandanas on their face. He stated he asked him like, "Yo, what's up?" But they looked like they were on a mission. But once he got on the witness stand, he recanted his statement, stating he was in fear for his life. In the end though, with all the witnesses, Aaron was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to a total of 65 years in prison. He tried to appeal his conviction but lost, and is still currently in custody. Rest in peace to DeAndre. I send my prayers and condolences to his family, who was all outside that day and had to witness that. Also his baby's mother, who lost not only him that day, but her brother as well. It's sad when emotions will make somebody hurt their own family. Yeah, him and DeAndre were tight, but to take your sister's baby father, leaving her out here a single mother with 2 kids over an argument, is cold. DeAndre never got a chance to even see their other child. Multiple lives affected by an argument on the block. But I'm going to leave this one open for discussion. Let me know your thoughts on the situation. And have you yourself ever been in a family beef this serious? Or know families that go too far like this? Let me know your experiences. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to DeAndre. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't going to talk too much more about this one. Y'all leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.